Hey guys, it's Lo. Welcome back to another VO vlog where I like to share my voiceover experiences and also help those who are trying to get into the voiceover business with some tips, best practices, and also some in-home studio setups as well. All right, so who here is guilty of voiceover announcer syndrome? Guilty. All right, so what is voiceover announcer syndrome? Well, normally when you're trying to get into voiceover, or let me back up, the voiceover industry is moving into a direction where they're getting away from the announcer read. All they want is a normal, everyday kind of person, conversational voice. And that is basically the direction everything is going to. And a lot of times when just starting off, or maybe sometimes some veterans, including myself, it's still something that I have to work on, but it's something that you have to be aware of, we'll fall into a voiceover read because sometimes we'll just be talking in front of, we'll just be having a conversation. And all of a sudden, for some reason, when we get in front of the microphone, we're just like now talking like this. And hey, how you doing? How is your day today? I am fine. What? You want some of this and more? All right. You get what I'm saying? There's some kind of weird tension in our mind, in our throat, in our body that when we get in front of a microphone, all of a sudden we got to start projecting. But that's not the way things are working anymore. Like I said, the voiceover industry is getting more to the voiceover industry is getting into more of a more intimate, communicative direction, where we actually need to stop shouting and we need to start talking, communicating. All right, so how do we get rid of the voiceover announcer syndrome? Well, I did a vlog a while back where it says, read your copy at least 100 times. And the idea behind that was to just kind of get used to the copy to where it actually feels like it's your own thought and it doesn't sound like you're trying to read, because that's one way to kill it. Right there. But how do we lose the actual tension in our voice? Well, you got to keep in mind that a lot of times when voiceover people are doing stuff or where you hear that announcer read, a lot of times they're trying to get your attention. And sometimes when we fall into that, well, actually, I feel like sometimes when a lot of people step in the microphones, they're just trying to, they have no real example to pull from. So they'll pull from what they hear like a radio voice. On sale now, cars, blah. Oh, I guess that's how I should sound too. No, there's a bit of a work. There is a bit of an art to that. Okay, so how do we get rid of that announcer read? Well, first off, like I said before, industry is moving in a more communicative direction. Let's have a conversation. You don't want to talk to someone like they're maybe 20 feet away. Okay, you want to talk to them like maybe they're a foot away. So let's just say, for example, we're trying to communicate to a mom with her kids, and we're trying to communicate some kind of sale that's happening to a store. It's not going to be like, "Hey, Mom." No, let me start over again. "Hey, Moms, guess what? There's a sale today, $20 off diapers." No. If the mom with the baby is right there, a foot away from you, you don't want to be shouting at her. You want to have a conversation with her, and she'll just be like, "Oh my God," and she'll walk away with her baby. No, just talk to her. Visualize like you're talking to someone through the mic, but they're a foot away from you. So of course you don't want to shout in their face. No, just actually literally pretend they're a foot away from you, and kind of put a visual face put a visual representation on their face in your mind. Okay, so if all of a sudden you start getting loud, kind of watch their face going, "Oh my God, why is this person screaming at me?" No, kind of try to keep a tone as if you're just kind of having a conversation with them, and imagine their face kind of reacting to that tone. So if you're talking to that mom, "Hey, moms, guess what? On sale today at the store, 20% off diapers. I know that sounds like a really good idea, but you really got to take advantage of it." That's it. You're not shouting, you're not screaming. If they want to bring up the voice level, then let the engineers do that, but just kind of keep it within that range. Forget about the shouting. Keep it relaxed. Keep it smooth. And like I said before, it's something that I'm still working on to this day. A lot of times when I start reading a script, I'll find myself like, "Oh God, that's sounding a little too announcery. I better loosen things up." And I find it a lot more easier after I've read a script several different times, and I'll be silly with it too. I won't always read a script dry. I'll probably "Hey guys," just be silly. Anything that's gonna loosen you up to kind of get yourself into a nice, smooth, conversational voice. You ever find a time where, and I do this all the time, where I'll be in the car and I'm driving around and I'll hear something and I'll just kind of repeat something that I hear on the radio to see how I would sound doing it. And then I would hear it, I'm like, "Man, I sound freaking awesome. Why can't I do that in front of a microphone?" Well, it's because there's no microphone in front of you. You're relaxed. You're chill. So do the same thing. Be relaxed. Chill. Try not to shout. Kind of bring it down. Talk to someone who's a foot away from you. That's the best way to kind of lose or to avoid the announcer voice. All right, guys, if you found this video helpful, go ahead, leave a like, go ahead, subscribe for some more voiceover vlogs on the channel, and I will see you in the next video. As always, any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, guys, I will see you in the next one. Stop announcing.